Yeah. I'm gonna take this in the other room. Alright, so for a good time call, bringing you what I feel like this is like a premiere for me, because it's only available in certain theaters across the country, and one in particular in Edmonton where I am. It's only out for this weekend. So in that, it kind of felt like a premiere, and it's a B movie at the same time, so it just fits in perfectly like that. Alright, so I said it was a B movie, and it is, in all walks of life. It is actually a B movie, so despite the fact that we have some known actors and actresses in here, we are putting together a B movie here, so you have to expect that first before you go to this. That aside, we have a comedy here. I'll just go off on the story. The basic idea here is really summed up in the trailer really well. You have two people who kind of had a feud back in the day, and now they're moving in together as roommates in order to live in New York City. One really conservative girl is actually lost her job, so she has to now find another means of living. And that one is Seth Rogen's wife, which Laura Miller, I had no idea, but it is, so. The other one, we have Ari, don't remember her last name. Up till now, I've only seen her in like background filler roles and nothing big, nothing mainstream. This is actually one of her, for me, first time seeing her in a main cast. And her backstory is basically that she does everything and anything in order to make ends meet as a job. One of those jobs happens to be phone sex operator, and lo and behold, we have ourselves a movie, and it's about phone sex operators. Since it's about phone sex, obviously the comedy comes naturally. Obviously it's not hard to pull a joke out of something that's phone sex related. The only problem I have is that they've tried to put a little bit more extra story into it than they really needed to. Two actresses in here aren't quite, in my eyes, quite the best actresses that I've seen out there, so it tends to be a little bit weaker when you get these little downtimes and you have to build that story, so it gets kind of slow. So I mentioned both actresses. Seth Rogen's wife is the one who I don't feel really has much acting experience, if any. I don't think I've seen her in anything else. And they're asking a lot from her. It wasn't needed, but then they put it in there anyway. So I kind of feel bad for her on that, but the comedy was really well done, and that part she shined in. The other actress is obviously another one that I haven't quite seen a lot of performances in, where she has to give something more than just the partier girl in the background. I believe she has a lot of potential. She can do really well. It's just she's not quite there yet. She does do better than the other actress, but still, some of the scenes where they actually force a lot of drama in it wasn't there for me. Though she didn't ruin the scene. I think at those parts it was just a real drop in an overall performance, and it kind of slowed down. But I'll go off on comedy now, obviously, because this is a comedy, and like I said, the jokes were really easy to write for these people, and they just kind of rolled away. And I laughed quite hard at quite a few scenes. There are some memorable quotes in this. In a comedy, for me, there has to be some quotable lines or some quotable material. You can still quote the movie. That to me is something important about comedy, is that you can just quote the material. So Justin Long was also in this movie. He didn't have a lot of roles in this movie. There's just kind of integral in a couple pieces here and there. On that note, there were a lot of cameos. There were a lot of different people that we put in here that I was surprised. I did not expect to see them. I'm not going to ruin it for you guys, so I want you to go out and watch the movie. That's a really cool, interesting part. The only downside that I found in this movie was those dramatic scenes, and there were quite a few of them, and they kind of just slowed down. Anytime they tried to put a twist or a story piece in there, they really just put a little bit too much energy or too much effort into trying to make it really dramatic, when they really could have just summed it up, made it a little bit lighthearted, and ran with some more jokes. Rating time. I'm giving this one a 2.75 out of possible 5 V-Bags. On to the next review.